How's it going, guys? One of my most popular videos that I did a while back was eating 6 of these jars of cake frosting in one sitting, which was an absolutely abysmal time, but I assume people like to watch me torture myself with ridiculous foods like that. So I saw these 2 flavors were on sale at a local store that sells like discontinued things and overflow from other stores. And these are caramel apple flavored cake frosting and cinnamon bun flavored cake frosting. These are like holiday special edition flavors of Pillsbury frosting. They tend to show up in this overflow store where you can buy them for like 99 cents a pop, so real cheap. So I also have a couple of just regular old yellow cake cupcakes that I went ahead and baked. So first off, I'm gonna go with cinnamon bun, creamy supreme frosting. So right off the bat, it has a really strong cinnamon smell to it. And it does contain actual cinnamon, so I hope that gives it a really authentic flavor. It's pretty far down the list of ingredients though, behind a lot of like artificial colors, salt, preservatives and that kind of thing. So hopefully it does have a good cinnamon flavor to it, but we'll see. So it's got kind of a speckled brown color to it. Let's see, just by itself. It's definitely got a spiced flavor to it, not super strong though. I'm definitely not gonna spend too much time like trying to make these things as pretty as possible. Here's my cupcake frosting skills. It does almost taste like a cinnamon roll that's in, I don't know, toothpaste texture. So let's see how it is on this cupcake. Now by itself it was a little bit too overpowering, as frosting often is by itself. Because what kind of maniac eats frosting by itself? But tempered on top of the cupcake, it's got a really nice balance. Like it's a little bit spiced, but definitely not too overpowering. It doesn't have a whole lot of that chemical taste that you often get if you use too heavy a hand with some of those warming spices like cinnamon or nutmeg. And it does make this taste like a cinnamon roll cupcake. So I think this is really tasty. Even tastier than a lot of their regular flavors. So I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. I really like cinnamon flavored things. An 8 out of 10 for the cinnamon bun frosting. I gotta clean this off. All right, next up, caramel apple. Wow, that smells like a tart apple with some caramel on it. See, what do we have in the ingredients? We have artificial and natural flavorings. So no actual caramel and no actual apple in this caramel apple frosting. Now by itself, I think they actually did a pretty good job of capturing a tart apple flavor, kind of like a Granny Smith apple, which is a really popular apple to have covered in caramel. So I think that was a good choice on their part. Not super overpowering with any particular flavor, but a good balance of different flavors on it. Different sweetnesses. Not too rich, not too sweet. And even a little bit of that tart flavor is kind of nice to balance it out. So again, we're gonna try this on a cake. Man, I should be a professional decorator. I think the frosting by itself tasted a little bit better than the cinnamon bun frosting by itself, but on top of the cupcake, it doesn't really go too well with this cupcake flavor. It just tastes like 2 different flavors kind of mashed together. They don't mesh very well. Caramel apple flavor, not quite as good. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Not too bad, but not really the best. I'm trying to think of some kind of flavor combination that would go well with the caramel apple frosting. Maybe on top of like a carrot cake? Or maybe with a cookie? I honestly can't think of much of anything. The flavors do remind me a little bit of Thanksgiving. So maybe this would be a good like Thanksgiving treat to have. Now I know that caramel apple pie goes very well with cinnamon spices. I am obviously going to have to try combining these two frostings to see how well that goes. So last up, the Franken frosting cupcake. Now that looks like this cupcake just got out of bed and hasn't had time to do its hair yet. That's really indistinct sweetness flavoring. Can't tell what's going on with that. I'm gonna give these two combined like a 3 or 4 out of 10. Not super good. Just tastes like indistinct sweetness. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you happen to see the cinnamon bun frosting on the shelf, pick some up. It's pretty dang good. And if you do like caramel apples, maybe you can give this one a shot. I didn't like it quite as much, but it was still alright. So hey guys, until next time, peace out.